I'm Habtom, from Technical University of Munich, and I'm at the early stage of my PhD. I'm doing a survey in cognitive robot architectures. It's mostly oriented into software engineering, so I'm more interested in the engineering aspects of robotics, how we design things, and what approach we use, and which one of them hold or which one of them get demystified, things like that. And so when I observe the cognitive architecture community or the cognitive robotics community in general, there are two approaches. One of them is the unified model, or like architectures are designed basically as the theory of the mind, one single component, or like the approach is like that. And the other is, there are actually different labs in the world now. They try to approach intelligence as incremental process. This could be also like Google DeepMind. And the other ones are also like they approach things in reusable components, which most of you are doing these days. And I see both of them and try to extract patterns which can be reused everywhere in cognitive robotics. So my approach is I take architectures or schemas, like separate schemas, and then try to extract architectural design decisions from them, and then finally try to come up with architectural patterns. The approach or the assumption I have is software architecture can be defined in many ways. There are many definitions, but my assumption is, or the definition I take is, it is a set of composition of set of design decisions, and those design decisions actually are important, and they alter the nature of the system we design, and also how we design it. So the rules and the constraints are important. So that's the most interesting part for me. And in software engineering, this is common. We come up with design patterns, probably have an idea about different design patterns like MVC or pipe filter, many other architectural patterns. So similarly, there is no reason why we cannot deploy these types of architectural patterns in cognitive robotics. So I'm currently reviewing around 86 papers, which I collected from different digital libraries. And the extraction method I'm using is I take architectural schemas and then see the scenarios or the requirements they use. I mean, they assume, and the features and goals. But most importantly, I go into the design principles or the architectural design decisions. I zoom in there and then try to see the rationale and the design rules or the constraints which are adhered, and most importantly, also the trade-offs. And finally, I see how I can extract this or synthesize this into architectural patterns, which I finally also create a taxonomy of it. This is it. Thank you so much.